IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, Movie Math. We have it all, everyone, apart from an uplifting, exciting, vibrant entertainment industry. Yes, welcome to today's video. I'm Mick Meaners. I grew up around the entertainment industry thanks to my father. It's there to see, everyone, the kind of movies we have today, the kind of television we have today, and the kind of movies and television we had yesteryear. The A-Team, Knight Rider, Dallas, Dynasty, the Colbys. I can go on and on. Airwolf, Street Hawk. They were fun. They were entertaining. They stirred your emotions, just as our movies did. Ghost, Casualties of War, Born on the 4th of July, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Die Hard 2, Lethal Weapon 1 to 4, the Rocky franchise, which was more of a saga, more of a soap opera, a biography on one character, a Cinderella story. I was watching Rocky Balboa, the final movie in the Rocky franchise. Yeah, I don't include Creed. Creed has nothing. Not after those producers stabbed Sly in the back. No Sly, no Rocky, end of story. But Rocky Balboa tells you everything about what old Hollywood was. Because old Hollywood was still around, kind of early noughties still. It's only in the past 6 to 8, maybe 10 years that Hollywood has become, in my eyes, new Hollywood. A place that's become a business. That's it. Now, Hollywood has always been a business, but they understood. You see, old Hollywood were quite willing to have their central blockbusters, but to have arty movies that not necessarily were going to make money. Today's Hollywood, new Hollywood, everything has to succeed. Everything has to make $1 billion or else. Everything has to get a fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. That's where we are now. When you see the discourse about entertainment on social media, well, what Rotten Tomatoes? The movie you like got a rotten score. Couldn't give a shit. I enjoyed it. The movie you like didn't make $1 billion. It was a flop. Couldn't give a shit. I loved it. I don't care that Rotten Tomatoes have a rotten score for Masters of the Universe or Man of Steel or Beavis or whatever. It's about what I think about a movie, right? That's what art should be. But not only has the industry changed, society has changed. That's the reason the industry is on the floor the way it is right now, because of Gen Z and millennials. It will be a bit like going outside when it's raining and Gen Z and millennials telling you, oh no, it was raining, I got wet. That's offensive. That's where we're getting to today with entertainment and with life in general. Gen Z and millennials don't want to experience any challenge. So how can you make a story with a challenge if that challenge basically, offends a society, a generation? This industry is on the floor because of the mentality of Gen Z and millennials, and there's no going back. I'm just an old man, nearly 51, at the end of this month, complaining about what used to be and what is today. Many people have come before me complaining about the new era and the old era, but fundamentally, what's frightening now, many young people are also going back to watching older movies. How do you go from Charlie Chaplin to Laurel and Hardy? Iconography that's classic, that's rewatchable. Lucas's Star Wars, Donner's Superman, Donner's Lethal Weapon, etc., etc. To movies, as I said yesterday, where you watch them, then 6 months later, you're never going to watch them again. This year, we had Barbie. I came out the cinema after watching Barbie thinking, what the fuck was that? And not in a Twin Peaks, X-Files Lost way, in a way, what a load of unentertaining shit that was. And the messaging gave you a headache because it was like they were going, boom, boom. Do you get it? We hate men. We hate men. We hate men. We fucking get it. You hate men. We get it. We hate you too. Thank you very much. This is where we are today, right? This is New Hollywood. No entertainment, we're New Hollywood. Richard Donner was making great points in his Lethal Weapon commentaries because he was a very liberal, woke guy in a really good way. He used to wear a sticker, say no to fur or whatever it was, or fur, and it was a cross around it. He used to have posters about, the NRA and, Lethal Weapon free, because he hated the NRA, Dick Donner, because they turned utterly right wing and he opted out of them. So he did a movie, Lethal Weapon free, about armor-piercing rounds that could go through bulletproof vests that policemen were wearing and police women. And that was commentary. But he didn't believe in the commentary, kind of taking over the entertainment, which is what's happened today. The message was important to Donner, but the entertainment came first. And that was the mentality of old Hollywood. Old Hollywood were kind of cowboys, gunslingers. Basically, they'd take a pitch off of anyone approaching them if it was a good pitch. They didn't give you what you were asking for. They gave you varied entertainment, which is the way it should be. Today, the message outranks the entertainment, and they tell you in their marketing, they stroke their own heads and say, aren't we brave? Aren't we brilliant? We're talking about this. We're talking about that. So apart from Barbie, what have we had this year? We've had Oppenheimer, a brilliantly well-made movie that looks stunning, but it's utterly depressing and in a lot of ways quite boring. You come out and you think, well, that was a really well-made movie, but apart from that, will I be watching this again? No. Then there's Killers of the Flower Moon, directed by one of the greatest directors of our time, Martin Scorsese, which basically stars an indigenous actress. Well done, yeah? But what do I do with that? After I've seen this really well-made movie, what does it do for me? What does it tell me? Can I go back in time and stop Native Americans being battered and murdered by the old British Empire? Can I? No. What good does this film do? Is it educational? Yes. And it's great to have movies like Killers of the Flower Moon and Oppenheimer. But where are the uplifting movies? Because it certainly isn't Barbie. But we've become an audience that are quite happy for movies to get fresh ratings and big box office results, and that's how we quantify success and quality. And the truth is, a movie's only successful to me personally if I fucking enjoy it, if I was entertained by it, if I was uplifted by it. So as I say, Masters of the Universe is deemed a shitty movie, but I love it. I love watching it. I love the score. I thought Dolph Lundgren was all right. Not my pick for He-Man, but you get it, right? I enjoyed it. Superman 4 isn't a great movie, but there's elements that I enjoy. But you, the new generation of moviegoers, don't look at entertainment like that. And that's what the new generation making Hollywood entertainment want you to do. They want you to be distracted by Grace Randall's Movie Math and reviews and IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes, where you should be looking at the quality of the piece. And we're no longer doing it, or you're no longer doing it. And that's the problem. I talk about this all the time, where we talk about movies. Oh, this person making a movie isn't a good person. This actor isn't a good person. So what? So freaking what? Joss Whedon isn't a good person, apparently. Well, Joss Whedon was also a genius that made Buffy and Angel. Now we don't get Joss Whedon making stuff because apparently he's a bad guy. Well, guess what? I worked in supermarkets with bad people, but they were good at their jobs. And we've got to become a society that learns to live and let live and forgive. The Snyderverse stands, James Gunn made a joke about children. We should never forgive him. That's the problem. Gunn is good at what he does. Why should we lose him as a creative because he upsets your precious morals? You know, are you any better than James Gunn or Joss Whedon? Are you? You know, the guy who founded Pixar. Keep on forgetting his name. They got rid of him. Disney got rid of him for hugging too hard. A genius, a pioneer. What's happened to Pixar ever since? It's on its knees. It's on the ground because we've lost the titans of industry. The people like Bob Daly, who used to run Warner Brothers, who gave directors support to make their movie as good as it can be. We've lost the Bob Dalys. That's the problem. And now we've got people running studios who don't understand about film. Old Hollywood's leaderships of studios understood that the best people for the job needed to have the freedom to make the best entertainment. Today we've got these auteurs like Nolan and Reeve, who are very talented people whose films I enjoy to a certain point. But when they talk, you can see that they're up their own backsides. It's the same with Snyder. I love him, but you can tell that they're so rigid and OCD in their methodology of making their movies that their movies never surprise you. They never shock you. You know, like Seven. That ending shocked everyone, right? We have movie makers that are too rigid, too OCD in the way they make stuff today. So what you see in the end is just so predictable. And now you just get a Zack Snyder film. You just get a Christopher Nolan film, right? We know what we're going to get from these directors because they never dare to give you anything different. But the directors that I grew up around, like your Spielbergs, right? For example, Spielberg didn't make the same movie twice. E.T. and Close Encounters may be about alien, right? Alien incursion, but two very different movies. And Spielberg always had a different way of making his movies, right? Dick Donner's movies were very different. From Superman the movie to Lethal Weapon to Goonies. Very different. The man had different styles when you watched him. But now it's so rigid and dull and boring and full of their own ideology over great storytelling and entertaining. We have a man now that's created his own version of Robin Hood that is a black woman. And he's being mocked all over the internet. Surprise, surprise, he's calling them all racists and bigots. And he's mocking them and making fun of them. This is where we are today. We went from Dick Donner to Director X. What kind of a geezer calls himself Director X? It's a mockery. It's a meme. That's what New Hollywood has become, a meme. It's embarrassing that these people are not embarrassed to what's happened to this industry. They brought in ideologues, not filmmakers. They don't have titans of industry running the studios and networks anymore because the people like that, to them, were problematic. So they brought in new Gen Z people with millennial attitudes. And that's the problem. As I said at the top of the show, if we live in a society that goes outside and is offended by getting wet by the rain, there's nothing left to do. We can't do nothing. We're worried what we say. We're worried about how we address people, how we talk about people in case we're cancelled for being bigots, even though most of us are just wholesome people who love our entertainment and live for our entertainment. But I'm not so sure we can go back to the good old days. I don't believe we can do that because the cork has been popped and we are where we are now. So mainly, I don't watch new entertainment. There's no point. Yes, I will see what James Gunn's going to give us with DCU. I can't wait to see what kind of Superman movie, Superman Legacy is. Dick Donner made a very important statement, interesting, and he repeated this statement when people asked him, why did he make Superman? He said he made Superman to protect Superman. What a shame there isn't a director, or hasn't been a director since Dick Donner, to do the same.